Hello YouTube, Tribe of the Horror Realm. It's Chris and Teresa back doing the video response for Thomas, aka the 13th Wolfman, his top 5 series. This is part 2, which is top 5 horror directors. And it really was tough because questions is like, is it the amount of work that they did? Or is it the percentage of hit versus misses? Is it how groundbreaking contribution to the genre? So we really were kicking around a bunch of different ones, and it was really tough to come up with the 5. But we finally narrowed it down, and I think there's good reasons. There's a lot that we're going to leave out. But without further ado, the first one, Terence Fisher. This guy is Hammer Horror. He's done other stuff. He's done stuff like Robin Hood. He did Hounds of Baskerville. But when you get into all those horrors, Horror of Dracula, Brides of Dracula, of course the one Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Curse of Frankenstein, Frankenstein Must Be Destroyed, The Phantom of the Opera from 1962, Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, on and on. He's the Mummy from all the British ones, but to have his hand in the success of this film company that ran for that period of time, he was, if in sports terms, he was like the Albert Pujols of his time. He was, from this period to this period, he was just knocking them out. So Fisher is at number 5.
Number 4, Dario Argento. I think he did a great job with Suspiria and Opera. I love both those movies, and I would never known this director for this man over here, because he introduced me to this man.
Well, and Dario, of course, he really brought giallos to the forefront. Of course, Bird in the Crystal Plumage, part of his Animal trilogy. Helped bring Dawn of the Dead out, but he also was able to find a group like Goblin and say, you know what, these are the guys that can put the music to this and make it successful. His technique in Suspiria, the use of his color, is otherworldly. Near the end, he's kind of slowed down a bit. You can't keep up that type of production. But Argento definitely is one that should really get some renown. He makes it number 4.
I was glued to my seat to see both Suspiria and Opera.
Yeah, that's because she had super glue in the back pants, pocket of the pants, and sat down and.
Yeah.
All right. So next, Dario Argento's up there. Well, he had to learn from somebody, and that somebody is Mario Bava. The guy just has put out so many tremendous films. His early period, working strictly in black and white, he gave us, Black Sunday is just such a phenomenal film. Black Sabbath was a fun ride. If you can pick up this set, you won't go wrong. Girl Who Knew Too Much, Kill Baby Kill. His very first film that when he was able to work in color, he did, sitting over the other side, but Hercules in the Haunted World. Check out Hercules in the Haunted World. You're going to see where Dario Argento got the ideas for all those colors that he was using in Suspiria. Came from working with Bava doing, I believe, on Hercules in the Haunted World. Fantastic film. So Mario Bava gets number 3 slot.
Number 2 is Wes Craven. I can't say enough, but I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I think he did a great job with the first movie. It was done very well. Um, Probably it's maybe one of the best besides Dream Warriors in the series. But he did a great job directing it, and it's one of my favorite movies.
But it also, like,
And
he
he's
reinvented with even New Nightmare to take a
Yeah.
new twist on it.
Yeah.
He was always really fresh with things. You know, he came up, of course, he was with Sean Cunningham doing Last House on the Left. Then The Hills Have Eyes. In the 80s, coming up with Nightmare on Elm Street, and then years later, taking a new twist to it with New Nightmare. I was never a real fan of if you've heard me say before, the 90s horror. I think was a real down period where they just tried to use beautiful television actors and floating heads on posters. So, not my favorite stuff. But he kind of reinvented the self-referential horror film in Scream. So he's always kind of been in the forefront with a lot of these, with the genre and pushing it forward. Whether I like it, you like it or not, he's doing it. So number 2 goes to Wes Craven. And number 1, well, guess we're going to have to put out it. Yes, it's Uwe Boll. Okay, no, it's not Uwe Boll. Sorry. What's the other scrub German guy there? Christ, I forget his name too.
But he can't be a favorite director.
Oh no, those guys are friggin' scrubs.
Can't be one of your good ones. You can't
No.
remember his name.
Yeah, they're all the same. We'll just the next one, Uwe Boll 2 Jr. Someone's back there going, I know exactly who you're talking about, but he did that shit test. Anyhow, no surprise. I mean, come on. Besides the aforementioned Halloween, the Fog, the Thing, step out of it. I mean, most horror fans, if you even strictly watch horror, you're still like, yeah, but Big Trouble in Little China's cool. Escape from New York. I mean, yeah, he did do Memoirs of an Invisible Man, but we could forget that. I mean, unless he really tortured Chevy Chase during the film, then it would be cool. Chevy's a flanker.
He's done several movies.
Yeah, just a couple, right? I mean, the guy's done an epic job. So I think he just deserves the top spot. I'm sure there's there's a lot of other guys out there. I know that maybe they just haven't been doing it long enough, and I'm sure they'll work their way up there. I'm looking at you, Takashi Shimizu, when I say that. Anyhow, that's our top 5. Terrence Fisher, Dario Argento, Mario Bava, Wes Craven, and JC. So thank you very much, and thank you, 13th Wolfman. Thomas, we'll see you around.